Morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. It's a crazy windy day. Had some storms last night. Now the little pop-up, it lasted. It made it through the evening, which is awesome. I'm getting ready to go work with the roses down at the church for a second. But before I do that, every now and then we get a strong gust and it will actually lift the bottom there. Not a lot, but it will lift it, and then the brick is what's holding it in place. Kind of on both sides, so I want to go get some of my twine and tie a piece there and tie it back over here to the pole, because it's holding it, but I don't like the fact that it lifts these ends up. You know. Otherwise it's doing fine. Yeah, and this is the week to see if it doesn't make it through a storm this week. Then I'll know. Long term, I need to get one of those permanent little carports. You know? Just do it permanently. Until then, though, I'd like to have the pop-up do something to keep the sun off the Jeep. Anyway, I got roses to do. I'll be back. Talk to you in a few. Yeah, back with the roses. First chore today. Zoom in. You can see where I put my 2x4 inch wire. What is it? Welded mesh. It's fencing, but it works really well on top at the house. My garden is not behind the electric fence. This is what's down. It keeps the chickens from scratching in it. The possums, the armadillos, the raccoons, anybody who's trying to come and get grubs and earthworms and all the good stuff. If you're standing on it and you're a 10-pound animal, you can scratch all you want. You're not going to get it to move. That's just how that one is. Having said that, I'm going to have to come back. Not today. I think we're gonna storm today. I don't think the weatherman's telling me the truth. But having said that, it's a worm. I'm not sure what kind it is or what its name is. There's another one. So far, they're on every single rose. I haven't seen a rose without one yet. So my short term is just come over with some BT, knock them down. All right, I'll talk to you later. So it was cloudy, it rained, I took a nap. It's just how that goes. Now I'm digging a hole so I can go ahead and plant my my twisted willow or tortured willow, whatever you want to call it, same thing. So yeah, I want to do it before it starts to wake up. Now it's either got a weed growing or it's got a new branch growing. So it's like, all right, just do it, plant it. That way you can come out and check it and do what I need to do or see what I need to see if it survived or not. Put it there. I originally had started thinking about putting it where the oak fell. And I opted to give it the, 10, 15 more feet over here. Because willows their roots will follow the water. So it's now on the downhill side. There is water that comes down here when it rains. Anytime the upper road overflows, it flows here. This is one of my low spots. You can see even with the log walkway where it dips down right there. So I want his roots to go down and follow down, not to go up and find my well house. So, 15 feet-ish from there to there. It's just a little added insurance. He will still look awesome though when he grows and overfills this area. Think weeping willow, but it doesn't weep. It twists. Pretty on the eye. All willows have aspirin-like qualities. Do your own medical research. Yeah, I got him now. Digging a hole. Talk to you in a few. As with all things I do, woven wire and some bricks to hold it in place. Because the possums and the armadillos and the chickens all like to scratch where I've been digging because the dirt is fresh and they might find some worms. You notice I'm done? You see where the chickens are at, right? And they're mad. You hear them? They're complaining. What'd you put the wire down for? Huh. So they'll scratch around it where I move the leaves away. And, you know, they'll still find a couple of worms, but they can't dig up my plant. That's the point. Doing this long enough around them to know. Alright, tree's in. I'm gonna go get a big jug of water and just give it a big old drink. And the chickens are just gonna complain. And that's okay. We will talk to you later. Alrighty, all kinds of stuff done. Planted some nostrum in here with my daylilies. Planted some poppy seed and some nostrum and some calendula in here with the comfrey that I transplanted. Put my false blue indigo seeds in there, and there back at the very end I did orcha. So a comfrey here, and then back at the end is some orcha and 4 brand new daffodils that I separated from up there. And then I 4 daffodils here that also came from up at the hill, and then there's a little bit of orchard left, and I stuck that down there at the back. It doesn't grow excessively tall, but it will not interfere with any of the plants being at the very last of the row, and I happen to like it. From there I came into the garden, and hi Mr. Wasp. Weeded all my barrels because they needed it. All the green that you see in here, except for that one, are strawberry spinach. I only planted it in 2 barrels, so my assumption is that it's self-sowed, because this was the soil that came from the original garden that was in here, which is awesome, you know. Sorry, I was a wasp trying to figure out what it wanted to do, but, you know, lots of strawberry spinach. And the craziness is, there's strawberry spinach right there. Poor thing. I didn't get to planting the fig. That'll have to wait for another day. From there, I hooked this hose up. And the 3 little 6-foot ones that I bought, I put the 3 of them together just because I could get to them easily and hooked it up there. There you go. And between the 2 hoses, everybody got watered. Oh yeah, I also put some sunflower. Sorry, I have these baby trees trying to grow that are not allowed. So they have to come out. And that's kind of always been, as I'm out here working in a bed, I make sure I weed it. Put some sunflower seeds in here and some buckwheat. Buckwheat will go short, sunflowers will go tall. They hang out together. Zinnias will probably come back in here. I'll probably have zinnias scattered in various places. And the way the strawberry spinach was over there at the door, that's another orcha right there. And he was about 2 inches over on the other side of the log. So he liked it. He's already perked back up going, oh, you moved me and you watered me. So anyway, garden update. These are my parsnips from last year. And I kept waiting for them to seed last year, and they wouldn't seed, and they wouldn't seed. And, oh, there's another tree. Guess what? I think my parsnips are going to seed this year. Ha! I didn't realize they were a 2-year plant. Still an awesome thing, because I need the seeds. Otherwise, I've got to go buy some. All right, having said that, I got tools to put away. Garden is looking awesome. You can tell that they believe it's spring. Truly. I just look at the trees. They're green. They're lush. You know, even the mulberries have all busted open. He's just starting, or she is just starting. This one is like the one that's outside the garden. Not as far along, but it's got catkins. And they're tiny. So it might be this is a female, and the one over there is a female, and those are the only two that I'll get fruit off of. Again, you can see the catkins. My life says awesome, and or not. That means this one will die, and the one here at the front will die. I have plenty of mulberries on property. There's 17 of them that if you're not producing fruit, you don't get to stay in the garden. Does that make sense? I don't need to, because a mulberry will get big. It can get big, and it doesn't need to shade anything out if it's not producing fruit. Yeah, daylilies are just, let's do this. That one right there, it's my hazelnut. It's in full leaf, so it made it through winter. And the elderberry and the comfrey behind it, everybody over there is just doing awesome. Even the, I have onions here I need to harvest. Ooh, sorry about that. Bless me. Whew. So I have onions I need to harvest there. I put them there because I had a mole trying to hang out there. But that's the other hazelnut. And again, both of them made it through winter. So, elderberries, comfrey. Everybody's living life large and loving it, to include the weeds. I need to weed up there. My chickens snuck in. It's about that. I don't let them in anymore because I'm planting seeds and I don't need them digging up. But having said that, garden's looking awesome. So when I go up there and start harvesting onions, I will weed all of that as well before it gets ahead of me. You know, because now the fun begins. Maintain a garden that is existing and work over there. Pick a day. Today was garden 3. And Panda and the chickens telling us to have a good day. And we'll talk to you later.